everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 29. Last time, we continued to make our way through the Brazilian forest, where we've been encountering werewolves and trying, at least we're going to be trying to do some sort of diplomatic resolutions, hopefully. Because what we're getting at the moment is Zathrian just wants to rid this plane of werewolves. He's just got a personal vendetta. He's just like, no, they're not intelligent. They're just beasts. Kill them. Don't care. And it's clear that they have overcome the curse, or so we have been told. And they are intelligent. They speak. They got thoughts and feelings. And it adds a really compelling sort of dynamic to this situation. That it's not just, you know, the elves that are usually like the, you know, we are the elves. And the werewolves that are just like, we're the werewolves. And you have your traditional fantasy approach of elves good, werewolves mindless beasts. But instead, it's elf has a personal sort of rage boner against the werewolves. And the werewolves are like, indubitably, we wish to just live in peace over here, get off our lawn. But we're going to see if we can hash things out, right? We saved before the Swift Runner encounter, so I guess we're just going to run through that again. Essentially, we know how this is going to play out by the end of the last episode, is we try and talk him down, we get into a fight, and then a white wolf, presumably, you know, the white wolf, White Fang, is the guy that we're trying to get to know and talk to. Is it Winterfang? White Fang? Winterfang? Hang on, what's his name? What's his name again? I guess it'll be part of the be part of the blight, won't it? Nature of the beast. Witherfang. Close. Witherfang. All right, let's talk to Swift Runner. Now, what happened here last time is we slew all of his friends and then went for him last because I was trying to see if there was a potential to like not, I didn't know if this was actually going to be us resulting in killing him. So I thought there might have been a surrender option, but we might do it the other way. We'll just go straight for Swift Runner because that will then end up having his werewolf friends be spared. And then the Witherfang will jump in to save Swift Runner. So let's do that.
The forest has not been vigilant enough. Still you come. You are stronger than we could have anticipated. The Dalish chose well, but you do not belong here, outsider. Leave this place.
Now, I still don't know if it's possible to talk him down from this post. It feels like conflict is inevitable to have Witherfang show up in his wolf form. I think last time I said, why won't you let me try and settle this dispute? So let's go with, you don't actually expect me to leave, do you?
You came even though we warned you not to.
Okay, never mind.
Treacherous as the Dalish. We will not allow harm to come to Witherfang.
Fighting? Okay, nope. And like, oh god, just like I said, I love their speech and how they sound. It's really cool. They kind of, at least this fella looks similar to like wargs from Lord of the Rings, which is really cool. And last time I said I have no intention of harming Witherfang. I want to talk, and it still had combat. Why do you call the Dalish treacherous? You attacked them. Let's just go with a different option this time.
And they deserve no less.
Okay.
You are an intruder in our home.
All right.
Come to kill, as all your kind do.
Sten's shoulder pad's too big for his goddamn body.
Here, Witherfang protects us. Here we learn our names and are beloved. We will defend Witherfang and this place with our lives.
Alright, time to fight. Let's just go straight for Swift Runner. We'll just go straight for him. So just have everyone just go... Actually, Morrigan, if you want to just go sleepy time, I think we should just do sleepy time.
I see.
Alright, so now they're all asleep, and then we'll just all collectively go for Swift Runner. Nice. So that spares all of the werewolves. Yeah, look, they're in the back there. There he is. All the werewolves are sleeping. And they just disappear. Okay, so we've spared the werewolves. No blood has been spilled. Nice job, team. Alright, now I'll actually save. Let's push further in.
I shall do it.
Oh, another gravestone, another revenant to fight. Lovely. Yeah. And again, what I want to say about this part of the game is this is easily my favorite part of the game so far, and I have loved the entire game so far. That's all I got to say. This section is crazy. We got great elf lore. We got Ents from Lord of the Rings. We got wargs from Lord of the Rings. If they could speak and were also werewolves. I genuinely love the environments that we're navigating. I love the magical forest sort of situation, and this conflict is just so interesting to me as well. I love it. Let's disturb this ward and fight another revenant. All right. Let's see. Maybe we should just focus on revenant.
I think they've seen us.
I think they've seen us.
I go. Yes.
Actually, I might have you, because at least there's not a mage this time. All right, go for the yellow skeleton. Go for the yellow skeleton archer, please. Sten is not attracting the attention of the revenant, which is my favorite part of this. I don't think you can put skeletons to sleep, can you? So I don't know if Morrigan's going to really do much good here. Alright, Revenant is now focusing on Sten. I'm going to do Cone of Cold. Ah, that just doesn't get both of them. I thought I was going to be smart here. Just gets one of them. Sten, drink up, baby. That's good. You guys are doing great. Revenant's dead. Simple. Jolly good show. Alright, so we should get, yes, the Juggernaut plate gloves. So we've just got one more to get. We got the boots and the helmet and the gloves. So now we just need the chest piece. And then we've got a full Juggernaut set. Ooh, an Onyx Demon statuette. Small statue of a demon carved out of onyx. Cool. Shall be done.
I shall do it.
Trying to predict what my character will say when I select on an object now. Will you say the right dialogue? Who knows? Alright, so pushing into a structure. Oh, hello.
We are invaded. Intruders have deceived their way into the forest's heart. Fall back to the ruins. Protect the lady.
Protect the lady. Protect the lady.
Ah, here we go. The werewolf lair, unless I miss my mark.
Alright, well there's a new layer to this now. A new layer. There is a lady. Oh, nice. Okay. In we go. The upper level of the ruins. New dungeon time. This looks like a fake wall. This looks like a fake wall. Goddamn different texture. That's hilarious. Tomb Raider, let's go. I identify secrets so well. Oh. Lovely. Was it anything in here? Just skeletons. Okay. That's a pretty lame secret door then, isn't it? To war!
Nice sweet.
Ooh, another love letter. Surely we've got all of these by now. Which one have I not read yet? Oh, Biller's Butchers. I have not read this. I like that. I just need to remember which names I haven't read yet. Miss Ambrose. A long, slow grind, the motion careful, aided by generous application of oil. Size is no concern with my equipment, and I'm always mindful when stuffing, not risking a burst before every order is fulfilled. My meat goes hand in hand with satisfaction. Your interest astounds, but it is not mine to question a customer's choice in nighttime reading. 3-pound sausage again next week. No cheek, of course. Miss Ambrose be ordering some meat to get stuffed. Yeah, that's got to be my favorite love letter so far. It's very full of traps, well written.
Or worse.
What's worse than traps, Sten? I want to know. Oh no! Look at them; they're just walking around. Damn it! I'm gonna have to fight werewolves. I'm trying to spare you fools. I'm trying to spare you. Well, I'm trying not to kill them, but I guess we gotta operate on a self-defense mentality until I can be like, look, guys, I do not wish for this. Secret door. And there's a lot of these. I think it's they just literally marked on the map as well. Anyway. These are the worst secret doors I've ever seen. I wonder if the secret doorways is going to be the way that we end up needing to go, though. And you just need to be sort of attentive. Actually, that's a dead-end hallway, so it is safe to go this way first. Try not to stumble into the main objective.
I shall do it.
Dalish armor. Ooh. Actually, hold on. Is this going to be similar to the Dalish gloves? No. Okay, well... We're kidding you out, my guy. You got the Dalish gloves, you got your Antithan boots. I've given him the Armsman's Tensioner for now, just for that +6 attack. Rapid aim, obviously, is not going to do anything for him. But, this will give you +1 dexterity, give you a little less armor, but... It is Dalish. I was just wondering if there was going to be... Again... I think the Dalish gloves we found were a gift first. When we next get to the party camp as well, by the way, we'll be running through a lot of gift items. Because I think Andraste's Grace for Leliana should trigger a cutscene. And that'll probably happen with a few other items as well. Now, I sold a bunch of my gifts to make room in my party chest before I actually started putting my weapons and armor in the weapon rack and the armor suit mannequin thing. So I should be able to buy those gifts back from Bowden and put them back in the chest, and then we can sort of run through and see which gifts triggered like cutscene dialogue and which ones don't. And that's the only gifts that we're going to give, I suppose. So if a gift is a cutscene, good. If it just gives like affection points, we'll ignore it. So we'll just filter through and see which ones actually give cutscenes. Now, as far as I'm aware, Andraste's Grace is one for Leliana. There is gifts. There are multiple story-related gifts because Morrigan had Flemeth's book, or at least the fake one, and also the mirror. I thought that the joining chalice for Alistair would be one, but it wasn't. Like, it's a gift for him, but it's not a cutscene worthy one. It really thought that it would be, considering like the significance of it. But we'll run through each character and be like, hello, does this make you feel something worthy of giving me a cutscene and story dialogue? And if not, fine. But we'll find time to do that soon. We'll have a party camp sort of a party camp moment. Classic.
Run while you can.
I need to put your shock over there, don't I? Let's see.
Hurry.
Hurry. Oh, there's a lot of them. I think we could opt for this at this point.
So be it.
Time to dance.
Hi-ya! What a move, baby. What a move.
Ooh, now the fun time. Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
Spare me.
I shall do it.
Teehee. Look at me and my innocent little mass paralysis move. Just my cheeky little mass paralysis move.
As you say.
Pile o' bones. Pile of bones. More Dalish armor. Cocoon. A silver ring, which I will just sell. Okay, let's go into this room. Where, again, it just comes to a point where I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to hit an inventory limit in here. Probably. I shall do it. Large tipped lightning crystal. Got a lot of Dalish armor in here. A lot of Dalish elves have met their end to giant spiders. We got giant spiders as a Lord of the Rings reference. I'm only fucking around with like the Lord of the Rings references, by the way. When a fantasy game has fantasy elements.
We should prepare ourselves for combat.
Oh, okay. But hang on, that's the werewolf lair, so what the hell's around this corner? What you got in here?
It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
Okay. Hold on. What the hell's in this big ass room? And why is it so loud?
It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Yep, I get it. There's a lot of traps. Let me disarm them.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Yep, I'm on it. Don't worry. What the hell? Oh, here it is.
As you say.
Oh, it's a dragon. Nice. Okay. I can fuck with that.
As you say.
Oh, you... Oh, shit. Who's got my Dragon Slayer? Oh, no, you've got it equipped. Nice. We've got Osiris. For some reason, I was like, did I give it to Oghren? All right, Sten's still got Osiris. Hell yeah. You don't stand a chance, dragon. Yeah. Oh, he's just been double mark of death. Love it. Come on, Sten, you got this. Just take the brunt of the damage like you always do. We're all stunned. Morrigan. Morrigan, why did you do to piss off the dragon? Can't even move. Alright, that's fine. The dragon should go down. There we go. I've fought bigger dragons. Can't even loot the dragon? Are you kidding me? What sort of dragon is that if you cannot loot it of its riches? Guess we'll loot the bodies. Oh, I see a dragon horde. Nice. The dragon did not keep stuff in its gullet like the other high dragons we've defeated. Oh my god. No, brother. Brother, no. Okay. Dragon in a big old trap room. And this goes to the lower level. Still not to the werewolf lair. Oh, look at that. Dragon horde. Nice. Jewels, Betty. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. 19 sovereigns. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on a second. I think we're good. This longbow is named after the Dalish god of the dead, Falon Din. None can escape Falon Din's reach when it is their time. +2 damage and rapid aim. Cool. We've got Zev in our party and he's not an archer. It almost makes me want to swap out Zev for Leliana, but my problem with that is I'm really liking having Zev here for an elf-related questline, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? Friend of the Dead, the Guide. O Falondin, Lethanavir, friend to the dead, guide my feet, calm my soul, lead me to my rest. In ancient times, the people were ageless and eternal, and instead of dying would enter Euthenera, the long sleep, and walk the shifting paths beyond the veil with Falondin and his brother Dirthaman. Those elders would learn the secrets of dreams, and some returned to the people with newfound knowledge. But we quickened and became mortal. Those of the people who passed walked with Falondin into the beyond and never returned. If they took counsel with Dirthaman on their passage, his wisdom was lost, for it went with them into the beyond, also, and never came back to the people. Then Fenharel caused the gods to be shut away from us, and those who passed no longer had Falondin to guide them. And so we learned to lay our loved ones to rest with an oaken staff, to keep them from faltering along the paths, and a cedar branch to scatter the ravens named Fear and Deceit, who were once servants of Dirthaman, now without a master. Now, something that's really interesting here when we start seeing this, when they're talking about instead of dying, they enter the long sleep, and they walk the shifting paths beyond the veil. And it doesn't make any sort of name drop or reference to it being called the Fade. And I'm just wondering if this is sort of what we're seeing here is different cultures having different names or perspectives on everything that is established in this world. Like, obviously they've called it the Veil still, but they're talking about the Beyond, and the way that they're talking about different like situations with gods, and you know, just all of the tales and legends and stories that we're reading here. I think it's really great that it does, again, we've got people that are telling their side of the story. Like, this is Gasharl, keeper of the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish elves, so we're seeing an elven perspective, we're seeing dwarven perspectives that don't have access to the Fade, we're seeing human perspectives, like all of this stuff in here, which is really good, sort of establishing, you know, different cultures' views on the same thing, but they're called different things, or just like the way that the stories are told are slightly different. And I think that's really, really cool, because I've touched on this before, is what's really good about the codex and world building in this game is I'm trying to find the words. It's realistic. Like, you will, in our own world, you will find texts and knowledge and reading things that are based on the perspective of the person who wrote it, with their experiences, what they've researched, what they've discovered. And that's what this game does, and it's really great. Instead of it being a codex that's just for the player, where it's like, this is this, and this means that, and fact, fact, fact. This is more like, this is this culture's perspective on that, and if you go to, you know, a human settlement and get their information on it, there's going to be some differences. And that is great to me, because there are truths to be found in all of it, in myths and legends and all of that kind of stuff. And it's not just a total like fourth wall, like out of the game codex where it's just like, these are the facts of everything. And I think that that is really great. It's really good. So it's probably got to be my favorite codex system that I've experienced in a video game, because it's the only one coming to memory right now where it has that approach. Mass Effect's codex, as an example, is very much matter of fact. At least as far as I can recall, it doesn't have sort of, I'm trying to remember if it does, but I don't think it has like, this is Asari stuff and their perspective on it, and this is Krogan stuff and their perspective on it. It's more like, this is Asari history, this is Krogan history, these are like events. It's very matter of fact, as far as I can recall. I might be wrong. I cannot entirely remember, but I feel that I'm right there. But Dragon Age has got to have my favorite codex for the sheer effort put into the world building, the amount of stuff that I'm reading, just being like, this is so cool to read. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It looks like we can go to the lower ruins here, or the Werewolf Lair. Now, if I was, you know, taking hints here, I'd say that would be where we'd have to go, and this is something optional in the ruins. I would hate to be tricked, but we're going to go this way. There's a spirit. There's a ghostly elf. Oh. Ooh. Ghostly elf. Okay. If I'm taking If I'm taking a sidestep away from the werewolf lair and exploring some ruins, I kind of want to change up my party for a little bit as well. Let me do that. I'm gonna actually change my party. I don't know why. I just kind of want to. So we're gonna have. I'm gonna swap out Sten and Morrigan. And I'm gonna have Leliana as an archer, and part of me wants to bring Ogren as like just like my dwarf bro as like a perspective on the matter. But then I will be without a healer, and then I'm not sure. So I might bring Win in, bring her in, or I'll just change Sten and we'll do Leliana. Oh, hello, good boy. What? You want my attention while I play? What are you doing? All right. Come on. We're going to just take this opportunity while we're heading back to swap party members anyway. I'm going to take this opportunity to just do some party camp stuff.
I'm sure.
Now, everything that I have ever sold to you, sir, where are my gifts? Now, these are the gifts that these are the feast day ones. And then the gifts, here they are, these ones, okay. Oh, they're all cheap, and I can afford to just put them back in my inventory now, so I'm going to get all of those back. The Rose of Orlais, I'm pretty sure, for Leliana as well. Now, I'm not sure who likes the statuettes. I got to figure that out, because I got a bunch of them. Don't know who likes the Remarkable Greenstone. But, yeah, now that I'm in a situation where I can store it in my party chest without hitting a limit, that's good. You can just use, I mean, you know, money is an issue. Obviously, I'm buying it back for more than I sold it for, but you can use him as a temporary party chest. Just not the very best one. He's an expensive one. You got to buy. He'll store it for you, but you got to buy it back. You got to buy it back. Okay, let me buy those gifts. And I got stuff to sell. But for now, let's do some gift giving. Leliana, because we found the Andraste's Grace last episode. That is Dex, not Leliana. Let me highlight the right person. Andraste's Grace.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
How is that not a cutscene?
Something I can help with?
Huh.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Okay. Huh. I would have thought that would have been a... I would have thought that would have been a gift. You know what's great, though, about some things is... stuff like that. When you're like, yes, this is definitely going to be a gift for you. And it is, but it doesn't do a cutscene. Would you like art? In terms of the stone carvings, though, we've got multiple characters that like alcohol as well. So, Sten, where are you at on my list here? Where is Sten? Eye for paintings and appreciation that might seem out of character, an extension of Kunari discipline. He respects an artist for careful composition. So art? Shale. I thought Shale had a gift thing in here. Ogren enjoys challenging his palate with alcohols of ever-increasing rarity. Morrigan loves jewelry and is particular about her appearance. Win. A printed word, scholar by heart. I thought she also is a fan of alcohol as well. Zev. An affinity for the finer things. We've got a simple bar of stuff. Who would like just like statuettes? Yeah, Sophia Dryden. What does Sophia Dryden want? Just be picking on people and scrolling on them at this point. Alistair, you are fascinated by magic. Strange runestones and figural studies. Oh, figural studies of arcane creatures. You like the statuettes. Well, I don't think there'd be any story ones for you though. You're already like, you are maxed out with me, buddy. Is it for you? Let's find out. Do you like the stone things?
Is that for me? Really?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's already maxed out.
Wow. Is that for me?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
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 Okay, so I think judging by that reaction...
Is that for me?
Yes.
Really?
No cutscenes.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Actually, a totem. I guess a totem would also sort of be the same thing, right? The Rose of Orlais, a book about a woman named Lady Talia Leone and her tempestuous romance with the arrogant Chevalier Garin. Would you like that?
Why, thank you so much.
No, no. Which might be for win then. That might be for win. I love that when you get the +1, it's them being like polite and being like, oh, nice, nice, thank you. Win.
Oh, marvelous.
Yeah. Okay. Golden Demon Pendant for Morrigan.
A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks.
I guess so.
A fine gift.
Yeah.
You have my thanks.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Sure. Zev, would you like a medium silver bar in this trying time?
You have excellent taste.
Okay. Silver Sword of Mercy. An ornate silver amulet in the shape of a sword. Would Sten like a sword thing?
You have my thanks.
I already at 100, so I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm gonna give the Chastened Sack Mead to Ogren.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
Good. No cutscenes. I genuinely thought that out of everything, right? Like, Andraste's Grace would be the cutscene gift.
You there. Hi, you. I've been watching you. Where can I get some sauce for that rump roast?
Oh, Ogren. We're brothers in arms. What happens on the battlefield stays on the battlefield, Ogren. Okay. Love it. Oh, this is great. Also, I'm not sure if we haven't really explored this, which is I guess something to talk about. Is in Mass Effect, you can romance as a female shepherd Liara, but Liara is genderless. But then in Mass Effect 2, there's so many opportunities for a relationship, so I'm like, oh, we should be able to do this, but we can't. In Mass Effect 3, FemShep does have a female romance, which is really nice, as like an optional fling. And then in Mass Effect Andromeda, you can straight up have like same-sex relationships, which is great. And then I don't think Knights of the Republic has that. And I don't know if this game has it, actually. I think it looks like some can, which is good, because I like having more choice. Obviously, our heart belongs to Morrigan in this playthrough, but Ogren, You're my brother, and I love you. You'll suck your dick as a bro, man. I'm a man. Right there, you mad dwarven stallion. Are you propositioning me?
That's right. You wiped your foot on the Ogren doormat of love. Go and make yourself ready, woman.
Oh.
Right there to see to it.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Never mind. He thought I was a woman. I make for a fine dwarven woman. Okay.
Ass chabs.
Okay. We give him some chastened sack mead and man goes full horny. I thought I was about to get my cheeks clapped by Ogren. That's hilarious.
Thank you so much.
This is about Aniran, I assume?
Yes, you led me to Aniran. You persisted, even though I was sure all you were going to find was a dead end.
It always feels good to get resolution.
I will never be able to repay you for what you've done for me. Finding Aniran allowed me to bring that chapter of my life to a close. I feel free. A great weight has been lifted off my heart. This moment, it feels like the moment before the sunrise, when all the world is still, holding its breath, waiting for first light. I can stop thinking about my past and look forward to the future. Thank you, my friend. You will always have my gratitude.
Nice. Nice.
What's on your mind?
Okay. Have you changed your mind about Morgan and me?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you.
She'll never admit it. Does she? Oh, how sweet. I have to tease her now.
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
You wanted the best for both of us.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
Nice. Massive willpower.
What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
Okay.
I got a moment, sure.
You're back to normal? I'd like you to leave. Get out!
Aye, all right then.
Actually, we still have your companion quest as well, don't we, Ogren? Old Flame. We'll do that after the Brazilian Forest, and then we'll talk to you more in the party camp.
Something I can help with?
Yes, why didn't you like Andraste's Grace? I'm confused.
What say you?
Just seeing if there's any immediate dialogue, because we'll have another in-depth party camp talk later.
Ask away.
Oh yeah, we're done with you. We're done with you. We're best friends now.
What is your wish, Kadan?
Oh, I wanted to discuss something you mentioned. Cool.
Speak then.
What did you mean about fiends in Saharon?
Ours wear the faces of men.
Oh, that's cryptic.
Darkspawn, abominations, plagues, and storms. Men are far more dangerous than these. One moment of betrayal can bring more ruin than an earthquake. You know this.
So they're traitors.
They are Talvashoth. They say they are Grey Ones. True in the knowledge of themselves. They are gaping holes where men used to be. Nothing can fill them.
Oh, okay. What's so terrible about them?
There was a village in the mountains of Saharon. Farmers. They grew cinnamon and nutmeg trees in perfectly ordered rows. There would always be one person waiting, a foreman, a harvester, rank didn't matter. Often they would say nothing. Simply watch as we worked to examine the empty house, a new one each time, that had once been the home of a colleague, a friend. We always made a point of searching. Now and then a body would turn up in a river eaten by rain and crows. More often we found nothing. Even in the worst parts of the jungle, the villagers would send someone with us to see the tiniest piece of bone or cloth. Anything contained the possibility of their lost friend. Must we speak of this? We could be fighting something.
Okay. Let's go.
As you wish.
Interesting dialogue there. Morgan.
Your desire?
Your desire? I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here? We need to discuss us. Maybe we can talk about what happened last time.
Discuss away.
I'm going to ask you to join me on my tent, and we are going to break up. Interesting. And I asked you to join me in my tent. Cool, so we get to talk about that, which is nice, because we know that she's being like, she doesn't have experience with this sort of stuff, and it's all weird to her that she's just like, I don't want it. Like, she wants to run away from it because it's new and frightening, and she's like, this isn't how things go, is it? Like, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more, you know?
I am not certain what to say. I warned you, did I not? I told you that this was a weakness that was driving me mad, and yet you insisted.
The puzzle of what to say to Morrigan. Do you really want to stop?
Yes. No. I do, and yet I cannot. 'Tis also unexpected. I have no experience with any of it. And yet I find myself wanting it, hungering for it, for you. That is not right, is it? That is not how a normal woman acts. I can see it in your eyes. Release me. Tell me that you wish to end this. Make me believe you, and I will be grateful.
I like how she's incapable of breaking up with me. She's like forcing me to break up with her. She's like, release me. I think we should end this. I really do. I don't want this to end. You are insane, completely insane, and I can't do that if you're with me. Well, I hope that doesn't. Or if I say I can't do that if you're with me, what's she gonna leave? She'll be like, all right, see ya. Calling her insane is never the right choice. I don't want this to end is probably a genuine feeling between the both of us, but I think she's in like that weird sort of avoidant denial that if I say I don't want this to end, she's going to be like, well, fuck you. But then if I say I think we should end this, she'll also be like, fuck you in a different way. You know what I mean? Like if I say I don't want this to end, it goes against what she's saying she wants. But then if I say I think we should end this, I don't think that she actually wants that. Like, she does and she doesn't. She's saying, I do and I don't. At the same time, she's just very confused. I feel like there's just no way to win. There's no way to win. Meanwhile, we're talking to Win in the background. She's like, I see that you guys are so good now. It's a good thing we save before these encounters, isn't it? I can't do that if you're with me. Why do I feel like it'll result in her just literally bailing? She'll just leave the party. She's like, well, I'll break up with you then by leaving, and then ghosts me. I may end up reloading this encounter.
Then I will go, if I must. If you tell me to go.
No. Okay, so then I'm like, can't do that with you here, but I need you here. Can't ask you to do that. I need you here.
You miserable, selfish bastard! You will regret this, and so will I. And perhaps that is how it must be.
No Morrigan disapproval, but we're also called a selfish bastard, which is almost true. Relationships are very difficult, especially with Morrigan. There was no disapproval, though. You will regret this, and maybe so will I. It's like she wants it and doesn't want it at the same time, and I think that like she can't make the choice for herself, and that's why she's like, tell me that you want this, and tell me that you want this to end.
Your desire?
Oh, and then she just goes right back to your desire.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I can still...
Discuss away.
Okay, I can still do the same dialogue tree.
Ah.
Ah.
I am...
Okay. Let's find out a different...
I told you that this was a weakness that was driving me mad, and yet you insisted.
I don't want to hurt you, Morrigan.
Yes, you do, and I want it too. That is not right, is it? That is not how a normal...
Okay.
Release me. Tell me that you wish to end this. Make me believe you and I...
So should I say I think we should end this? I really do.
Yes. That is much better. This is how it should be. You will not regret this. It will make it easier in the end. Trust me. Now, let us return to the task at hand.
Morrigan disapproves. But she was so nice about it. What the hell? I was like, so we said, I think we should end this. I really do. And she's like, okay, good. You will not regret this. So she's like relieved that it's over. And it's like, in the end, you won't regret it. But then disapproves of the action. Despite the fact that there was no approval or disapproval of not breaking up.
It is a curious thing. I do not know how else to describe it.
Oh, did you have your first feeling? Yeah. Is something wrong?
No, nothing is wrong. It is a little embarrassing to admit, in fact. I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I knew immediately that you were far more formidable than the other men you traveled with. I found you intriguing. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds.
Huh. Okay. Why would I do that?
I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships. To put it lightly, 'tis something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward.
This is interesting. So you have to go through the breakup dialogue path, which she disapproves of, to then unearth another layer of her, which is really great. And while what I will say about interacting with Morrigan is it's intentionally one of the more difficult things to navigate, because a lot of people in RPGs and dialogue-based RPGs are not that bad or difficult to interact with. Knights of the Old Republic 2 and this game are like the outliers of that, where these characters feel so genuinely like fleshed out and grounded in the world that they are placed in, that you almost have to remember that, or keep that in mind, that it's like these characters don't react how normal video game characters tend to react sometimes. I don't know. I think I've spoken on this briefly as well. It makes it very complex because Morrigan has such an interesting backstory as well, that all of her responses make a lot of sense for what her character's been through, and we've had different experiences, and it's a role-playing game. So I've had different experiences, and that goes into how I interact with people, you know? And some people in life you just won't mesh with, just based on how you've, you know, how you've had life and how you've experienced life in different ways. And that comes out in games like this because you will talk and interact with them with your sort of mentality, and they're written in a particular way that they're just like, I hate that. Like they just, that's why I'm saying, like, in real life, Morrigan and I is just never meant to be. We're just not compatible, wildly incompatible. And yet I will lust for her all the same. I'd be like, please give me your approval, even though you are so traumatized, and you don't even know how to handle this situation, you know, and we'll both just hurt each other in different ways. But I think it's really great that there is sort of like more hidden underneath her when you pursue the not so nice dialogue options, the difficult conversations that you can have, where it's like there are moments of ups and downs in normal friendships, in normal relationships. Like you will have difficult conversations with people, and that can lead to coming back together again and having a little bit more of a chat instead of like ending it in some sort of blow up where I'm like, no, let's hold on to this. I don't want it to end. And she's like, you're a selfish bastard. And it's like, fair enough. But if we agree to end it, she's like, yeah, sure. Like, I think this is for the best. And then we talk to her some more and she's like, well, I'm having some more feelings now. It's really well done. It's really well done. Like I said, Knights of the Old Republic 2 and this game have just really sort of astounded me with intricacies in dialogue, and it's really good. Don't get gushy, it was nothing personal. So it was not such a terrible battle, trust me. I did it because I'm your friend, and I did it because I need you here. I feel like, again, this is another thing. It's like, am I friend zoning her with saying I'm your friend, or am I coming off too needy by saying I need you here? Like, God damn it, I don't wish to be needed. It was not such a terrible battle, trust me. Yeah, killing your mother was easy peasy. I did it because I'm your friend.
And that is what I do not understand. I have been with men physically, those who lusted after me and even professed love, but friendship with a man? I did not know 'twas even possible. Still, 'tis good to think that we are friends. Of all the things I could have imagined when Flemeth told me to go with you, this would be the very last. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it. But enough of such idle talk. There are more useful things to be done, surely.
Morrigan, we boned. We boned and professed our love for one another.
What comes, my friend?
And now she refers to me as a friend. I friend-zoned her.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
She made me break up with her. Why are you still here? She made me break up with her, and then I friend-zoned her afterwards. See, this is why I'm like, in terms of like reloading, I'm like, what are we doing here? You know, what are we? Morrigan, what are we? This is such a fascinating thing to run through. So let's break up.
We're in camp.
So let's break up real quick.
I warned you.
Let's break up.
I told you that this was a... Yes. Release me.
Okay, so let's break up. She hates that. She disapproves. And then she's just like, I don't know how to describe this. You look confused.
Indeed I am, a little. I am reminded. I knew, yet I resented it when...
And now we will say, I did it because I need you here.
The extent of my usefulness does not explain the interest and kindness you have shown since the wilds. You could as easily have ignored me entirely, yet you did not. You will need to forgive me for speaking so awkwardly, but do you suppose that we have become friends, you and I? I have nothing to compare it to.
Now I am questioning what this is, because it feels like we went straight to sex, then we loved each other, then we broke up, and now we're friends. The relationship has worked in reverse. Morrigan's just forgetting our history. She's got amnesia. We must have gone at it a little too hard, and she hit her head on a rock or something. I would certainly hope so. So we are now friends.
Indeed. Remarkable. I have...
Interesting. What an interesting arc of enemies to lovers to exes to friends. All in the span of like a really short amount of time. I don't know how to proceed with her in a natural way. That's kind of the interesting part about this, is like, is this where it should end or not? I have no idea. I've made my choice.
Your desire?
My desire is to be a selfish bastard. Because I think, I feel like what is happening on a game level is the game is actually taking us backwards to an earlier dialogue moment to become friends, because what we've done is we've clearly gone through an interaction with Morrigan to gain her love and trust, which terrifies her. We have engaged in sweaty sex, and then she's just scared because of reasons, right? And it makes sense. And then if we proceed with the breakup, it seems like the disapproval -15 takes us into an earlier dialogue bracket where she's like, friendship? Because it doesn't make sense with the history that our character has had, because there's no mention to that. Like, she's like, I've had men lust after me physically. I'm like, yeah, I'm one of them. So I think what we're going to do is, I feel like for the relationship that we have had so much difficulty building, we are going to keep it where it is and be a selfish bastard for it, I think.
Discuss away.
That's where I'm going to leave it, okay?
I warned you, did I not? I told you. 'Tis also...
Tis all so unexpected. All right.
Tell me that you will. You miserable, selfish bastard. You will regret this, and so will I. And perhaps that is how it must be.
But there's no disapproval. I am but a confused dwarf. Okay. Oh, we're being assassinated. Okay. That dog bark with a wolf. Okay.
Shall be done.
Oh. I'm really annoyed with the fact that we seem to just be in this constant state of getting stunned by arrows constantly. Like, just constantly getting stunned by arrows. Okay, it was a mistake to probably not take a healer. Yeah, okay. Whoa! Hello, big boy.
Stop. Don't kill him.
Alistair is on fire? Yeah, okay, we... Especially dealing... I think I need Morrigan. Because... Especially us running into combat, getting eviscerated, we need her to, like, sleep, paralyze, and heal, all that kind of stuff, because I just was like, alright, 2 rogues and a warrior, can we do it? Why are we not killing him, and why is this a cutscene where Alistair has become the Human Torch? Why not?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Okay. So only Liliana. So this is gonna... This looks like it's another scenario where, like, what happened with Wynn is we took Wynn out in the battlefield and she had her Super Saiyan moment. And she got her Vessel of the Spirit thing. So I'm assuming that Liliana has a similar thing happening with her. Or it's... Yeah, I was going to say, does this have something to do with Orlais? And your past? Who is trying to kill Liliana?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Your life for information there.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Another Denerim-related mission. Yes, go. Be grateful for your life.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Margarine? I thought you had escaped from her.
I thought the same. Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
Marmalade? What do you wish to do?
She needs to answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
Okay, so... Well, we'll go as soon as possible, but we're going to do the Brazilian forest first, so we'll go as soon as possible.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
Oh, new quest. Liliana's passed. Okay, another companion quest. Liliana believes the assassins you encountered were sent by Marmalade, her former mentor. You were given directions to a house on the western side of Denerim's market district, and Liliana wishes to stop by it if you're ever in the city. Okay, so we've got... we've done Winds, we've done Shales, we've done Alistair's, we've done Morrigan's. We have Zev. I don't think anything's come up for Zev yet. Right? I don't think anything's come up for Zev yet. I don't believe so. But we've been traveling with him and nothing happens on the field. Maybe I just have to get his approval up. What is your approval meter? You're 91, but he's warm. Okay, he's not friendly. I need to get this guy's side quest because I don't think we've done everything with him, right? Completed, companions. Yeah, so done Alistair's, Morrigan's, Sten's, Winds, and Shales in premium content. So we're missing Zev's companion quest because he's got to have one because there's no reason why he wouldn't, right? I'm just going to bump that up to 35 dexterity. We're going to give you deadly... Actually, hang on. Yeah, your archery's maxed out now. I think it's... This is what... Okay. Well, we've maxed that out. Maybe I should tune into the ranger abilities. You can summon a wolf. Yes, let's do that. Summon a wolf, please. Mental Fortress and Holy Smite. The Templar has learned to focus on duty, gaining a large bonus to mental resistance. Kind of want to go more in his shield stuff. Overpower. 20 dexterity. 26 dexterity is needed for those. Okay. Okay, these are passive abilities. Ooh, I kind of... In that case, let me... We'll focus on your dexterity then, sir. And I will give you... shield tactics. And then we'll go for shield mastery. Nice job. Okay, so this was a Liliana mission that we barely survived, which means I need to change my party. And I think we'll replace... Here's the thing, I'm scared to replace Alistair with Morrigan, but I think that's probably the best replacement I can come up with because... Instead of having a tank to take all that damage, we at the very least will still have a mage that can kind of like debilitate everybody.
It shall be done.
And that should at least balance things out. I swear I looked at the Canary Mercenary's body, but okay. I must not have for some reason. Alright, we're back in the forest. But if I'm going to change the party, because I don't think it's going to work, I will head back here. Goodbye, Alistair.
Blasted. Indeed.
Blasted. Liliana's in. Good. Okay. Gotta have your mage. Gotta have your mage. Alright, well, if that's the case, head back to Werewolf Lair. Sorry for the brief detour. I think it was necessary. I think there were some necessary things that came out of going back to the party camp and being able to take down our inventory once again and see if there were any gifts worth giving. So it seems that what I can surmise is Liliana's... she's only at warm, but I guess it'll go to friendly once we complete her companion quest. But I guess that we weren't... It was a situation similar with Wynn, where it was not a cutscene or a companion quest that came from the camp itself by getting her approval, but getting her approval high enough and then going on an adventure like we did with Wynn. I haven't figured Zev out yet, but maybe I can just talk to him. Maybe I can, like, hello, can we discuss something personal? And he'll be like, hell yeah, man, let's do my companion quest.
What say you? Again? I'm game.
Let's discuss something personal. Leave. Alright, never mind.
What say you?
Questions.
By all means. Well, the only one that's really worth telling is the story of the mission right before I came to Ferelden. But no, I would rather not. I shouldn't have said anything.
Why not? What's the problem?
Nothing that I would prefer to speak of. Perhaps another day. I'm sorry.
Interesting. Which means there must be something that happens in the game that we haven't encountered yet to potentially get this man's companion quest out of him. Because we've taken him across the field, nothing's happened, and we are speaking to him, and nothing's there. We've given him the Dalish gloves as a gift, which triggered a cutscene. There might be something else for him as a cutscene, but as of yet, I'm not sure. No idea. But we're going to head back into the ruins, not go to the lair of the werewolves just yet, because there are the lower ruins to head to instead. And I don't know if we're going to lose access to this area or something if we do the werewolf stuff first. So we'll just be better, sort of like a better safe than sorry scenario. Okay. What's down here? More skeletons. Okay, so if we get you to do scatter shot. So this archer fires a single arrow that automatically hits, stunning the target and dealing normal damage. The arrow then shatters, hitting all nearby enemies with the same effect. So if I do this because they're close together.
Run while you can.
Okay, cool.
Here comes trouble.
I think that's what's being used against us by all of the archers in a distance, because we're getting group stunned. I think that's what's happening. What I really like about that, it has a decent cooldown, but what I like about that is we've got Liliana with the ability to do a ranged stun, and Morrigan can still also stun. But that is interesting, seeing that scatter shot.
I think they've seen us. It has begun.
Okay, I picked dirty fighting, but my character said can't be bothered. There we go. Nice. There's more.
It has begun.
Make a reserve.
It shall be done. Very well.
Skeleton archer. Okay. Classic. Like, none of these statues can be interacted with. There's like part of me that like is looking at all the statues being like, it almost looks like there would be an environmental thing to do here, but Nothing happens.
Defend yourself!
I'm gonna hate walking through constant cobwebs. At least it's not out of combat. Doesn't take too long. Ooh, ghostly boy. Ghostly boy.
Mummy?
Mummy?
Mummy no matter, son.
Ooh, okay. Would Zev be able to understand this? I know it's mame is very easy to understand. It's a universal language. Are you looking for your mother? I can help you find her.
Mummy! Mummy!
Okay. Oh, just shut up. Calm down. What are you seeing? Oh, okay. Okay.
Have unusual power.
These things have unusual power. I haven't heard my character say that before. That was cool. Okay, we got a bunch of skeletons coming in. Can you do Waking Nightmare on skeletons? I don't know. Let's have Liliana do Scatter Shot. Pick that target. Do Scatter Shot. Oh my god, man. That covers everyone. Okay, I thought it was just going to be maybe like a few enemies, but it stuns them all. All of them. Not for very long though, but holy crap. Can skeletons can sleep? Can we put them to sleep? Let's put them to sleep. I don't think they can sleep. Undead cannot be slept on.
And it's leaving
Nice. And then Liliana did her... What tactic is that? The captivating song when you're surrounded.
Yes.
Oh, you can deactivate that now. Cool. Da Misan, a fine blade of Dalish crafting made from metal bartered from the human lords. A sarcophagus. Yes. Hello? Who's in here? Ooh, fancy scroll and a tablet. An earthen tablet covered in pictographs. Fancy scroll. Fancy gold handles. It is a gift. A carved elven tablet in the elven ritual. 4 panels reproduced here appear to be part of a much larger mural. The topmost panel shows a jug overflowing with water standing on an altar. 3 elves in robes are positioned around the altar, while a crowd of elves in warlike regalia stand just slightly apart from them. Just below is a depiction of all the elves, those in robes and those in armor, prostrating themselves before the altar with worshipful expressions. Third from the top is a carving which shows one of the 3 robed figures, a woman with an elaborate tattoo on her face, drinking from the jug on the altar while the other elves watch. And the bottom image shows the tattooed woman standing waist deep in a pool of water. She holds the jug with water spilling out of its mouth. The armored elves bow before her. The elven ritual, so complete the ritual based on that tablet. So it's covered in writing, perhaps elven. Most of the lettering is faded, making it indecipherable. There are numerous pictographs, however, which seem to indicate some kind of cleansing ritual to perform prior to honoring the dead. The first pictograph is jug. Pray altar. Sip jug. Emptying remainder of jug into a pool. And an elaborate doorway, perhaps opening or closing. It's unclear which. Okay. Now I'm going to save, and I'm going to see if potentially this fancy scroll could be given to Zev with it being elf-like.
How nice.
Nope. I'm not assuming it's elf-like, but it comes in an elven sarcophagi. You know? Someone else can study the fancy scroll then. So now we've got to do a ritual. Just looking for things that can be interacted with, I suppose. Okay, none of these doorways look like fake secret walls for a change. Okay. Maybe if it's further in. And then we'll get potential access to,
Very well.
something? A doorway. Okay, so here's a fountain. Here's an altar. I don't have a jug, though. And a metal door that we can't unlock. This will be the door that opens, then. Okay. The water in the pool appears cool and clean. It is refreshed from some internal source, perhaps magically. Submerged in the water... Oh, is what appears to be a small earthen jug. Okay, so the jug is here. So let's take the jug. It is made of clay and appears to be none the worse for its long submersion. Okay, we will now leave the pool alone. We have the jug. Empty earthen jug. Okay, so we have to... A filled jug placed on an altar, so I've got to fill it. Okay, and then we pray to the altar. Okay, so fill it with water. Leave it alone. Put it on altar, pray at the altar, drink a bit, and then pour the rest in the water. The altar is plain and covered in a thin layer of dust. Numerous carvings cover its surface, but most are eroded beyond legibility. So, place the filled earthen jug on top of the altar. Bonk. Kneel before the altar and pray. Oh, that is not what I thought it would look like. You kneel before the altar and pray, touching your forehead to the ground as depicted on the tablet. You feel a sense of rightness and approval around you. And now we... leave the altar alone? I can't take the... examine it. Okay, now I can take it. Take a single sip. Carefully take a sip from the water and then replace it on the altar. Examine the carvings on the altar more closely. Most of the carvings are faded. What little you can make out involves a scene where the honored dead is laid to rest inside a grand chamber. Seems to be some kind of process involving the altar before the body can be laid to rest, but most of the runes are illegible. Okay, now we will take jug. Nothing is on the altar. Now we leave the altar alone. Now we go and dip the rest of the water in the fountain. Dump the water in the jug back into the pool. Slowly, you spill the water out of the jug and back into the pool. As soon as the jug is empty, it suddenly shatters, the pieces falling into the pool. We did it. Steps depicted on the earthen tablet for the elven ritual appear to have been completed. So an elaborate door either opening or closing. Perhaps the ritual has changed something nearby. The doorway leads to the honored dead. Let us go. Hello? Ooh, a shade. Elven burial chamber. It is foggy in here. Let's loot the dead straight away. You know how we do. Oh, and we've got combat in here against the dead too. Okay. Oh yeah. Get interrupted. So that gives us confirmation of what's going on down here in the lower ruins. Cool. And then after this we can do Werewolf Lair, and I'll replace Liliana with Sten again, I think, for that. Just changing up the party a little bit for a bit of adventure.
Veran Salanon, Ranala Foros. Nay!
You need help? You lost here, spirit. Oh god. This doesn't... Okay, I feel like we're about to get attacked. Yep. Okay, shade. Hey dog. Can you overwhelm a shade before it gets its spell off? Yes you can, baby. You can overwhelm a shade, however that works. Ow. I'm slowed. Resisted being paralyzed. God damn.
Would have more dignity.
Is your time to die?
Okay. Jesus. Okay. Sheesh. Pile o' bones. Elven burial chamber. So the dead has already been disturbed here because this is open. Oh! That's where we get the last final piece of the armor too. Juggernaut plate armor. The seal of the Archon appears in gold. The inside of the hauberk is covered in Tevinter writing, which glows faintly with lyrium. So we have the full set. Uthanera. To the ancient elves who existed during the time of Arlathan, Uthanera was an act of reverence. Elves did not age. They were not immortal, but they did not suffer from deterioration of mind or body. They suffered from only a deterioration of the spirit. It did not happen often, but the oldest of the elves were said to reach a point where they become weary of life. Memories became too much to bear, and rather than fade into complacency, they voluntarily stood aside to let newer generations guide their people. Uthanera means the long sleep, in which the elder would retire to a chamber that was one part bed and one part tomb. To great ceremony from all the extended family, the elder would succumb to a slumber from which they would not wake for centuries and often never. So they never actually died. So when they're talking about like the long sleep, they were going into the fade and not emerging. They would just never wake up. In time, the body would deteriorate and the elder would die in truth, but that's centuries spent in the fade. All the while, family would continue to visit the chamber to pay respect to one who made such a great sacrifice. With the arrival of humans and the quickening of elven blood that ensued when the practice of Uthanera began to fade, when Arlathan fell, it ceased forever. From what has passed by Hassandriel, Lord of Halam Shiral, in the 7th year of the Glory Age. So that was a long time ago. Well, we have the full Juggernaut set, which is cool. I don't have anyone in my party that can wield it right now, but we'll have to test that out to see who wishes to wield it. Sten, maybe a choice for that. We've got Ogren in the Legion of Dead Armor, which seems fitting. Alistair is wearing the King's getup, and Sten is wearing something cool as well. He's wearing something cool as well. Can't remember what. Alright, we've still got more of the lower ruins that we did not explore yet. More!
Let's make this quick!
As you say.
I hope I don't get blood all over me again.
Now you
Make a preserver.
away with you!
Oh! I was not paying attention to the fact that there's a bunch of them.
Go.
Oh. Why am I not surprised? Morrigan getting shield bashed right as the spell's about to get off. So funny to me. The captivating song is helping at the very least.
Won the day.
Okay, there's a broken stone altar. Oh, and another phylactery. Another one. How many of this now? I think this will be our 4th one. Oh, this one's different. The elaborate artifact has a gem-like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid even after all this time. The gem is vibrating slightly. Show it to other party members. Try to open, touch it, break it open. Okay, so this is different. Show it.
We have little knowledge of the magic used by the elves of our Lathan's time. The magisters of Tevinter were more interested in subjugating the elves than recording their history. As it is, I would hazard a guess that the object you're holding is a form of phylactery, meant to hold living essence, perhaps even a spirit of some kind.
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped?
It looks elven, all right. Considering that what I know of my ancestors, you could fit into a gem half that size, that's all I could really tell you.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're no strangers to the phylacteries we've found before, so we might have to break it. Other times, I think it just broke just by examining it. Try to open. There does not appear to be any way to open it. There's no crack, no hinges or lock that you can see. The blood inside the gem moves slowly. Touch it. It's warm to the touch. Your mind immediately begins swimming with visions, images and memories from a life not your own. The presence in the gem is at first alarmed when it senses your touch. It recoils in fear, and the images that rush your mind are ones of imprisonment and loneliness. Oh, is this some kind of trapped spirit? The presence thinks quickly, bewildered. Finally, it decides that you are indeed real and not a product of its fevered imagination. More images flash through your mind. Time that the presence has spent trapped within the life gem. Time where the presence has slept, gone mad, and then slept again. Okay, this is something different. The presence has no name it can remember. You get the sense of an elf, a mage in glittering silver armor, but this was long ago, remembered as if through a fog. I was about to throw this shit on the ground like a smoke bomb. What is this place? What happened here? The images that come are slow, as the presence must think back to a time it barely recalls at all. You see a place of serenity where the eldest comes to slumber and are visited by those who offer tribute to the gods on their behalf. The presence's memories of what happened there are uncertain. There are flashes of violence, of war, but it is all too long ago. None of it is clear. Was this a war with the humans? The presence remembers the humans. This was a time even after the humans had come. It was they who had built this place long before. Perhaps the war was with other humans, perhaps it was with something else, something that killed both the humans and elves that were here. It is not clear. Was it a blight? How did you end up in this gem? You see images of a great battle, elves and humans both screaming and attempting to flee from some terrible presence. What the presence was is blurry and lost to time. The presence fled the destruction by using the life gem, escaping its body. It was sure that someone would come to rescue it, but no one did. Not until now. How do I know you are not a spirit tricking me? That is also a very interesting perspective. You were once a mage? You see images of the elf again in silver armor, one who is mage and warrior both. The name for the order he belongs to translates in your mind to arcane warrior. Oh, that's one of the specializations that we have for the mages. Is this how we learn the arcane warrior specialization? What is an arcane warrior exactly? The presence can remember little. You see images of an order of elven mages who channel their spells into their strength, fighting as arcane warriors to defend their charges. The presence could give you what knowledge remains within it of how to become an arcane warrior. You are no mage yourself, but you could teach such knowledge to those who are. Oh, hell yeah. We've got an arcane warrior. I almost just shattered the gem. This is all the presence has left to offer any longer. The last of its memories in return. The presence asks only one thing from you: oblivion. Do I have to throw it on the ground to release it? How would I give you the release you seek? The images that come are faint and uncertain. You see a stone altar. Oh, and the life gem placed upon that altar. Okay. The life gem then vibrates and explodes. Oh, I thought that it was exploding right now. Okay, I was like, ah, what? Okay, so it explodes when placed on the altar, destroying the presence within forever. The yearning that follows this image is keen and almost hopeless. Okay, the images that the presence sends are desperate. Give you what memories it has. Whoever follows the Arcane Warrior's path will be the last of its order. The last of its order. Damn, there are no Arcane Warriors left? I didn't know that. So it's a forgotten specialization. Is there nothing else you can offer me? Which is kind of interesting to ask. The presence has nothing else to offer. It possesses nothing and remembers little of a life from so long ago, which makes sense. Yes, I would try to help you. The images have become tinged with desperation. The presence cannot remember where the altar is, but it knows the life gem must be placed on it. Well, we know, because we've done it already, so we can go to it. Approach the stone altar with the gem. Let's go. As the life gem nears the altar... Oh, no. It's a different altar. It's the altar that is right next to it. No, I thought it was going to be the one in the other room for some reason. It would just have multiple uses. As the life gem nears the altar, the presence becomes overcome with emotion. Could its endless nightmare finally be over? The images that are sent to your mind depict a clear question. Do you still wish to learn the skills of the Arcane Warrior? The presence is ready to teach you now. Yes, give me your memories. The memories flood into your mind. They are hazy and incomplete, but enough for any mage to gather a few of the talents that the Arcane Warriors once possessed. Now the presence asks that you keep your promise, release it from its eternal prison. Imagine not doing that and being like, nah. Like, what? Sorry, you might be useful later. Like, goddamn. Place the artifact on the stone altar. The last images from the presence are ones of joy. Oblivion will be a welcome relief. Wow, that was cool. Arcane Warrior. It has craved oblivion for centuries. Alright, I got a level up from that, which is nice. Well, I think our mages have not unlocked other specializations yet. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. Are there any abilities here that I need to upgrade? I can upgrade that. Alright, I'm not blocked off from anything with my skills at the moment. This will just need more dexterity. 28 dexterity, which is fine because we've already got enough. Cool. There's no stats that I'm being blocked from with my current stats. So I'm just going to continue into cunning. We're just going to put cunning at 45. Actually, I take that back immediately. I'm going to do constitution and willpower. I'm also going to get a quick move that throws the opponent off balance, imposing penalties to movement speed and defense. Or I strike with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but I cannot inflict regular crits or backstabs. Wrong. Do not wish for that. Feign death, I do not need right now. Let's just do Master Stealth. I'm just gonna fully check out Master Stealth. Now, Morrigan. Now, I kind of wish that we had the Blood Mage specialization. I don't know where they get that from, because I think giving Morrigan Shapeshifter and Blood Mage would be awesome, and then Wynn could be Spirit Healer and Arcane Warrior. I just feel like that would be cool. Because Wynn would never be a Blood Mage. I feel like I missed my opportunity to learn the Blood Mage specialization, because thinking back, this is before I was really sort of hyper-focused on unlocking those, because it was quite early. But I think Joan, the Blood Mage, would have been our way to learn it, right? And he's gone now. So we might have missed our opportunity to unlock it. That's the only logical time I could think to learn the Blood Mage ability, because he practiced in it and he was the only friendly one we've come across. Which means if we can't do that, I might have to give Morrigan Spirit Healer instead of Arcane Warrior. And then I'll give Wynn Arcane Warrior and Spirit Healer. Even though we're probably not going to level up these with Morrigan because we're going to focus on some other stats, but So +1 dexterity and +5 attack. Among the ancient elves, there were mages who trained their magical arts to augment their martial prowess. They channeled magical power through their weapons and bodies, becoming terrors on the battlefield. Most consider these skills lost forever, but they may still linger in forgotten corners of the world. Arcane warriors may learn to use their magic score to satisfy the strength requirement to equip higher level weapons and armor. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to give Morrigan the spirit healer. But I'll give Wynn the arcane warrior. Cool. Alright. I thought that was going to be another revenant fight with it being a phylactery, but it was something different. Something different. Very surprising. And we gave it the sweet release that it had been craving. I find it bizarre that it's like you can just toss it aside or be like, nah, maybe you're useful, and just keep it. That's so terrifying. Like, having your existence bound to the will and wants of another in that kind of way, where it's just like, please release me. It's like, nah. It's just like genuinely terrifying. Is anyone joining this fight, or are we just screaming? There we go. Waiting for one of the groups to attack us.
Run while you can.
Yeah, there's definitely more to these ruins than I thought, because I kind of thought that we'd do what we've already done and then leave, but there's a lot to this place.
Another battle.
Which I kind of like about the dungeons, that there's a lot of optional and missable stuff that is separate from the main reason that we're here.
I shall do it.
I shall do it. Which again makes it worth it that I decide to change party members here and there as well. Okay, it's a big room with a lot of enemies in there. Oh, here's our glass phylactery, so this will be our other revenant. There you go. There is no obvious order to this jumble of miscellanea, but one item stands out. Small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Yes, so this is what I thought it was before. And then it shatters. Bing bong. Revenant.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Get double mark of death.
Watch out!
Watch out!
Eat on it. Oh, Zev with the death blow. Let's go. So this was our fourth one. A scrap of paper. Fourth, Corpse Walker. You deny our dead their rest, and so you also will be hounded. Let the strength of our union bind you by your true name. Quamitha Kagat. Revenant and perversion of an honored father. Though no spirit cage will undo what was suffered, Andraste hold you, demon, and bind your rage for eternity. So there must be 6, with the 6th thumbprints then. So there's 2 others out there.
It has begun.
I can feel no other way that they would, you know, with there being 6 thumbprints.
Right ahead.
They've seen us.
I think they've seen us. Oh. Oh. Well, I activated it immediately, didn't I?
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap.
Too easy.
It's alright, guys. We're burning alive with fire, but I've disarmed the traps. Oh my god, look at this room. Hold on, guys. I'm getting there. I don't think Morrigan has a heal tactic, which would explain a lot. That was close.
It's a trap.
This is hilarious. Okay. Oh, these did not get disarmed.
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap.
Oh, she does have a heal tactic. She's just not great with it.
Your time.
Just turned the room into a goddamn fireworks show, dude. Holy crap. Oh, what? That one was... Okay, I thought that I'd turn that one off.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Fucking hell. God damn it. God, your constitution is low. What do you wish? You are a ranger too. Let's give you dual weapon mastery though, shall we? Yeah. I think what would be nice is if you unlocked more slots, the game automatically kind of filled in more things for them.
You would like something?
Ooh, a night corpse. But also, I guess Zev doesn't have like all of the abilities in the world to really fill them. So they're meant to be filled with some more things. Okay, what is going on here? Because I swear... Okay. I swear that I disarmed all of those. But that makes sense because when they're triggered, they won't show up as being able to be disarmed because they're currently activated. Right? I think that makes sense. Yeah, there you go. It goes back up again. That is my mistake. Okay, we got an adventurer's corpse in here. I wonder how he met his end. Such a mystery. In a room filled with
I shall do it.
Fire and death and pressure plates.
It shall be done.
Adventurer's journal. Unbound. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Unsigned letter, father to son. This was so long ago. You asked, so I'm telling. Don't go. Remember this. Never the names. And now this is something else. The riders follow after every town, ever since my lucky break deciphering the story. I see it now, how they take the locals closest to me, preventing rest or kinship. I thought this a road to glory, but I am dogged at every step by his talons. Gaxkang, curse his name in the day I heard it. 3 weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. Yeah, so this is new, I think, because this is the journal, and we've read this before. Hang on a minute. Something is working behind the scenes in Ferelden. The notes you have acquired from dead or terrified adventurers point to an ancient evil, or at least an ancient man telling stories of an ancient evil. You have cause to speak with Vilm Madon, who lives somewhere in Denerim. Another Denerim quest. It's cool that we've still got so much more to do in Denerim. It is an area of many, many quests. Okay, another pathway still. This is so much bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, okay. What's going on in here then?
Things have unusual powers. Be wary.
Be wary.
Let us do this. Shall be done. We must fight. Let us
This room looks massive.
As you say.
As you say. No. He finds nothing. This looks like it stands out, but I can't interact with it. What's going on in... Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no! An arcane horror. Okay. An arcane horror. Throw everything that we've got at it. Why am I going that way? It resisted the paralyze? Okay. Oh.
Very well.
Now Zev's power. Whoa! Oh! 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 What's happening? Everyone, fuck this shit up.
Defend yourself.
You must go first. Arcane horror must go first. Whatever the cost. Thank you. Holy crap.
As you say.
My frames are dropping so hard right now. Frame drop city. God damn arcane horrors. It's been a while since we've encountered one of those. I was like, whatever the cost, destroy that thing. Oh. We've seen these before in a room with at Honleith, but this is much different. A master slow and paralyzed rune and some ashen gloves. No maker's mark is visible, though the craftsmanship that went into the ancient styling of these gloves is obvious. The fingers are singed, but colder than the coals of a dead fire. Cold damage and a bunch of gems.
I cannot be defeated.
Okay, Murray. Interesting that there's nothing going on in this room yet that can be interacted with, seemingly. Looks like a bunch of stuff that should be like mechanical room.
It has begun.
Alrighty. Well done, everybody. Ancient Elven Armor. Ooh, 2 dex, 2 armor. Legacy White Shear. Okay, what is this? Peculiar and rare, a single run of this spirit took color and what has optimistically been called flavor from lyrium in the cask's bilge-hoop. A sipping whiskey if you value your innards. I'm assuming we can give this one to Oghren. Ancient Elven Armor in the Codex. Before the fall of Arlathan, even before Arlathan itself, the civilization of the elves stretched across all of Thedas like a great, indolent cat. This armor was made for temple guards in a time when the creators still spoke to the elves. The techniques of its forging, even the name of the metal it is forged from, have long since faded from memory. You can't even wield medium armor, so you need 22 strength. Smelling faintly of cut grass, the plates have been fashioned or possibly grown in the shape of winding vines and leaves. When equipped in a set with an ancient elven helm, gloves, and boots, the character gains a bonus to defense. I think we found one of these. I think. I feel like that's not the first ancient elven set that I have stumbled upon.
It shall be done.
It shall be done. Okay. Still got some more to check out. This feels important. Like, this doesn't feel like it would just be... I don't know. Like, look at this. Is this nothing? Or is this something? Hmm.
Very well.
Very well. A diamond. Soldier corpse. Deep mushroom. Okay, that's it. Is that... This is strange. Oh! Oh! Lair of the Werewolves. Interesting. Another Lair of the Werewolf. Okay, so we can either go from the first entrance, or now that we've done all of this, can go this way. Alright, well, I've saved beforehand. But I kind of wanted Sten for this, but okay.
Very well.
What the hell? We're taking a swim to the lair instead. Oh. Well, that's certainly different, isn't it? That's certainly different. Have we entered through the back door, then? We can go back.
I shall do it.
Yeah, I wonder how we'll go without having a warrior in our party in this section. I'm not sure.
It shall be done.
Which means that we're going to go up against a lot of werewolves.
I shall do it.
Oh, Shadow Wolf. Shadow Wolf exists. Oh. Well, I'm currently being decimated.
Send me!
All the noises that they're making.
Now you fall!
Easy.
Oh, damn. Well, if we're trying to do this with as little werewolf casualties as possible, it's not seeming likely.
As you say.
Which is a little bit of a shame. I wonder if there's any differences between approaching the werewolf lair from this side to the other side.
Very well.
Like, that's a genuine question. Like, could this be a flanking opportunity to attack them? And is the other option potentially a way to just speak to them first? I don't know. Which is why we've saved before we enter this place, just in case.
Very well. As you say.
That's the only reason I could think of for them giving us another entrance, is it's like you can like flank them. Goddamn.
It has begun. I shall do it.
Can I open the chest, please?
As you say.
How many times do I have to click on this chest? Open for just that? Cool. Okay, these look like all dead ends. Off to the sides here. A pile of filth. Oh, okay. Oh, they've quickly assembled into position. The gatekeeper. Okay. They've assembled into position because we entered through the back door. They're like, oh, everybody. They've surprised us through the back door.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
The werewolves have a concept of parley. What are we, some kind of pirate werewolves? Okay. We are talking right now, aren't we? So talk.
Not with me. I have been sent to you on behalf of the lady. She believes you may not be aware of everything you should be. She means you no harm, provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
Yes, I wish to know more about this lady. Yeah, well, is Witherfang the lady? Is your lady Witherfang?
She is not Witherfang, but she can tell you of Witherfang if you ask. But first, you must agree to parley.
Parley. If you were willing to talk, why didn't you earlier?
Swiftrunner did not think it would matter. The lady disagrees, and since you have forced your way this far, we must acquiesce to her wishes.
So why doesn't this lady come and speak to me herself?
We would not let her. We will protect our lady to our last breath. It may yet come to pass that you will kill the rest of us, but until then we will not chance her coming to harm.
Then take me to this lady.
Follow me. But I warn you, if you break your promise and harm her, I will come back from the Fade itself to see you pay.
Fair enough, bro. Werewolf hangout. Ah. Swipes menacingly. I think they're mad. Whoa! Oh, she's the source of the curse, dude. Look at her, the stuff on her body. She's absolutely got to be the source of the curse.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Damn. Witherfang has the same stuff going on his legs, and the curse has come from Witherfang to the rest of the werewolves, right? So Witherfang hooked up with a hot lady of the forest, can't blame him, got an STD because he wasn't safe, and then now look what happens. We're in a werewolf epidemic. The price we pay of being too horny with a fang. I've been there myself. That's going to be my first impression. Let's see if it's not that, though. Okay. Really? You seem more like the Lady of Ruin to me. Okay, let's be polite to the nice lady with the roots coming out of her legs. Let's be polite. I must admit I was expecting another werewolf.
No, that I am not. If I could have revealed myself sooner, I would have.
Do not listen to him, lady.
Should be moving her arms like this.
We must attack him now.
Swiftrunner, chill.
Hush, Swiftrunner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
And the time has come to speak with this outsider, to set our rage aside. I apologize on Swiftrunner's behalf. He struggles with his nature.
As do we all, lady.
Truer words were never spoken. But few could claim the same as these creatures, that their very nature is a curse forced upon them. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian has not told you.
I mean, that much is very clear from the get-go. Before we even came here, he was being secretive. How do you know what he has or has not told me?
Because there are things that he would not tell.
Okay.
Things that you should decide for yourself, whether you need to know. It was Zathrian who created the curse that these creatures suffer. The same curse that Zathrian's own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly. And while out hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her, but she learned later she was with child. She killed herself.
That is, Jesus, that came out of left field. God damn. They were like, oh yeah, here's one of the darkest moments in the game so far. We're just going to drop that all in a sentence. We've got literal, like, torture, rape, pillaging, and suicide all in one sentence. That is heavy. So the humans did this to Zathrian's children. So not werewolves, but humans. How does this... Okay, so Zathrian cursed them, I take it?
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf.
Oh.
So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is. They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
Damn, that's a whole other... See, this is the great thing. I tried to predict what the hell just happened when we, like, at my first impression, and I love how unpredictable this game is. So, Zathrian is the source of the curse. He did this in his rage, binding a spirit to Witherfang. And then this lady has helped them. And these are human werewolves. I thought they were... For some reason, I thought that these were elves that had transformed into werewolves. Maybe I just misunderstood. So these were humans, the previous human tribe. Or a mixture of both. And the Lady of the Forest happened upon them and allowed them to overcome their mindless rage. Cool. This is now so different to what I thought it was going to be. Okay. Why did you ambush the Dalish? For revenge?
In part. We seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
So... Alright, so Zathrian has apparently the potential to end the curse. But also, if we take Witherfang's heart, that is also a way for us to end the curse without him having to admit to what he's done. Persuade, I have another plan. Kill the elves, kill Zathrian. Alright, well, I'm looking for peace between both. I'm not looking to switch sides, but let's see. I think he just wishes to cure his own people, nothing else. Wrong. I'm here to kill Witherfang. What happens to you doesn't matter. Why would Zathrian agree? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the bottom one. Why would Zathrian agree to come here alone?
If Zathrian comes, I shall summon Witherfang. I possess that power. I also have the power to ensure Witherfang is never found. Tell Zathrian this. If he does not come, if he does not break the curse, he will never find Witherfang, and he will never cure his people.
Okay, so that's the way to hook Zathrian in and get him to come. He's like, Witherfang cannot appear because the Lady of the Forest keeps him hidden. And what if there's no way to break the curse?
I believe there is. There must be.
If there is no way, then he dies. Then they all die.
So the option is kill everyone here, kill everyone at the elves thing, or cure them and have potential peace. Alright, very well. I will go to Zathrian and tell him this.
And we shall await your return. Outside of this chamber, the passage leading back to the surface has been opened for you. Return with Zathrian as soon as you can.
Oh. Was that door not open? We just never even checked it, because I went, oh, cool, that's the way to go. We'll go to the lower ruins first. Okay, there was only one way to enter. That's funny. So this whole time, we actually weren't able to, just go in through the front door. Makes sense. I'm going to loot your chambers first, everybody. If you feel any attachment to these, to the sarcophaguses, sarcophagi, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take your stuff. Can I steal from the Lady of the Forest? Is that even possible? This is a beautiful environment. Can I steal from you, lady? Nothing to steal. Can I steal from Swift Runner? Also kind of expecting a nothing to steal. Nothing to steal. So that's a nope. So that's the way out. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. We only went into this chamber, didn't we? And then we had the conversation. So we actually haven't gone out here. So there's a couple of unexplored rooms there that we haven't seen yet. So before we leave, let's have a look around, and then we'll go back to Zathrian. Oh, hello. We'll go back to Zathrian. You're like, sorry, man. You've been summoned. You can't have us do your dirty work for you. Yeah, upon first glance, seeing the Lady of the Forest and how she's got like the roots all over her, you're like, oh, okay. That's gonna be like, she's the source of the curse, you know what I mean?
I shall do it. And
Witherfang got himself in some trouble. But no. Zathrian. Ah, another scroll of Banastor. You found 5 scrolls. Return to the Mages Collective. We finally got one. I'm assuming it's gonna be the last one. Finally, once you have come to ascend, have tasted the sweet nectar of the demonic blessing, rise anew, ascended as a god. Through the connection between earth and sky, flesh and dream, blood and memory, you have risen above the petty concerns of the Chantry and her minions, past the notice of secular nobles and their petty squabbles. Through the rituals inscribed in these scrolls, you have mastered the minds of others, braved the temptations of the Fade, and quashed the terrible will of demons. Let no murder or theft weigh upon your mind, as your will is absolute and the world is yours to claim. Alright. Yes, the lovely and positive nature of these scrolls of Banastor. They hid a quest item in a section that you can easily miss if you're not looking at your map. But we got it.
It shall be done.
I shall do it. Some Mages Collective and Blackstone irregular quests we've had for seemingly an age. So you have to go through so much to complete them. Alright, there we go. There was one important item in there. Back to Zathrian. Why is Zathrian just here? He just rocked up.
And here you are already.
What? Okay. I was expecting to go all the way back to the outskirts and you just followed me here. Didn't trust me, did you?
He wishes to see if we did his work for him. Is that not why you were here now, sorcerer?
Do not call me that, witch. I am keeper of this clan, and have done what I must. Did you acquire the heart?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. May I ask then, why are you leaving the ruin?
I'm coming for you, sir. I've been sent to bring you back to the Lady of the Forest.
Oh, is that what the spirit calls herself now? And what does she want with me, if I might inquire?
Oh, okay, so yeah, that is the spirit that was summoned to be bound to Witherfang then. Okay, so that is interlinked in a, like, from a visual style. So I picked up on that immediately. So there is some correlation there. She won't summon Witherfang unless you break the curse.
You do understand that she actually is Witherfang?
Yeah, cool. So yeah, because the spirit is bound to Witherfang. They're like one and the same. Or it's like, yeah, okay. I thought it was still like a separate entity, but they were like bonded. I thought Witherfang was a male wolf.
She is the powerful spirit of this ancient forest that I summoned long ago and bound in the body of the wolf.
Okay.
Her nature is that of the forest itself. Beautiful and terrible, serene and savage, maiden and beast. She is the lady and Witherfang both, two sides of a single being. The curse came first from her. Those she afflicted with it mirrored her own nature, becoming savage beast as well as human.
But then she also helped them overcome the curse. There are inside of you there are two wolves. One is Witherfang, the other is the Lady of the Forest. The curse came first from you.
They attacked my clan, and they were the same savages then that they have ever been. They deserve to be wiped out and not defended. Come, I will accompany you back to the ruin. Let us go and speak to the spirit, and I will force her into Witherfang's form. He may then be slain and the heart taken.
Guys, I don't think Zathrian's making it out of this alive at this rate, because here's the thing. Zathrian's the only one who has this vendetta. Everybody else just follows him, right? Because of sort of like leadership. But they don't know his story. They don't know him. They don't know him. So I feel like it's going to come to a point where we have to be like, break this curse. Zathrian's going to be like, no, I hate you. And I don't think he's going to make it out of this alive. And then we have to go back to the camp and be like, haha, he got eaten by werewolves. Here's the Elven Treaty. Work for me now so we can go fight the Blight. I assure you the werewolves have regained their minds.
Even so, they are still the same worthless creatures that their ancestors were.
Okay, bro.
They deserve nothing more than the misery they possess. This is not your battle, Grey Warden. Let us just take the heart and be done with it.
This is not your battle. And as such, I'm, don't do it, even though I've asked you to do my job for me. Do you still have so much hatred after all this time?
You were not there. You did not see what they did to my son, to my daughter, and so many others. You are not Dalish. How can you know how we had to struggle to be safe? How could I have let their crimes go unanswered?
Those crimes were committed centuries ago.
I remember them as if it were yesterday. Even if they are more than animals now, they desire nothing but revenge. They will never let my clan be.
So your answer is to let them suffer forever.
Tell me, if you held your own daughter's lifeless body in your arms, would you not also have sworn an eternity of pain on those who did such to her?
Well, maybe, but they no longer exist. I might have, but who is being punished now?
Very well. You wish me to go and talk? I will do so. But what if it is only more revenge they wish? Will you safeguard me from harm?
I don't think it'll come to that.
I fail to see the purpose behind this, but very well. It has been many centuries now. Let us see what the spirit has to say.
Thank you. And in he walks.
So here you are, spirit.
She is the Lady of the Forest. You will address her properly.
You've taken a name, spirit? And you've given names to your pets? These beasts who follow you?
It was they who gave me a name, Zathrian. And the names they take are their own. They follow me because I help them to find who they are.
Who they are has not changed from whom their ancestors were. Wild savages, worthless dogs. Their twisted shape only mirrors their monstrous hearts.
He will not help us, lady. It is as I warned you. He is not here to talk.
No, I am here to talk, though I see little point in it. We all know where this will lead. Your nature compels it, as does mine.
It does not have to be that way. There is room in your heart for compassion, Zathrian. Surely...
Look where his eyes are looking. He's straight up just like...
My retribution
Booba.
is eternal, spirit. As is my pain. This is justice, no more.
Are you certain your pain is the only reason you will not end this curse? Have you told the mortal how it was created?
She walked up to him and he straight up went... someone is at my door, so I'll be right back and then we'll resume this dialogue. Alright, let us continue. He said he summoned you and bound you to a wolf.
And so he did. Witherfang and I are bound as one being, but such powerful magic could not be accomplished without Zathrian's own blood. Your people believe you have rediscovered the immortality of their ancestors, Zathrian, but that is not true. So long as the curse exists, so do you.
No, that is not how it is.
Blood magic. So would Zathrian's death end the curse? Just how far will you go for your revenge, Zathrian?
I did it for my people. I did it for my son and my daughter. For them, for justice, I would do anything.
The curse would not end with Zathrian's death. His life, however, relies on its existence.
Oh!
And I believe his death plays a part in its ending.
Then we kill him! We tear him apart now!
For all your powers of speech, you are beasts still. What would you gain from killing me? Only I know how the ritual ends, and I will never do it.
Ha! You see? We must kill them all!
See? They turn on you as quickly. Do what you have come here to do, Grey Warden, or get out of my way.
Oh, okay, so he's the one who knows how to do the ritual to end it, but the curse sustains him. However, he wishes for Witherfang to be the one to be slain, but then the curse would persist? I don't know. You'll end that curse if I have to force you myself. Damn, okay, so there's two options that go for siding with Zathrian. I don't care, Zathrian, I won't help you do this, and you'll end that curse, so I have to force you myself. I feel like we're ending that curse, I think. And we're gonna have to force him to do it. That seems to be the outcome here. Zathrian's not making it out of this one. So the curse will lift. No other elves die. No other werewolves die. It seems to achieve peace. The crazed immortal blood mage Zathrian must go. You'll end that curse if I have to force you myself.
Then you die with them. All of you will suffer as you deserve.
Oh. Oh! Transforms into the wolf. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, Witherfang is on my team with greater shades. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Everyone's paralyzed. They're all... Are they... Did he just immediately paralyze everybody? Okay. I don't have... Oh, I don't have a skill that dispels it, does it? I don't have the dispel. Because I think that's something else, is it not? That's, there's like a... Yeah, dispel magic, we don't have that. An anti-magic ward, anti-magic burst, man. That would have been good. I don't have those abilities, however. Which means it's just us versus Zathrian, which is fine. We don't need any werewolf assistance. Everybody, let's go. Let's pin this bad boy down. What the? He also summoned trees? Okay, he summoned a bunch of Sylvans. Alright, well, I'm dealing with this guy immediately then. Yes, and I paralyzed him. The wolves are still paralyzed.
Ridiculously awesome.
I cannot defeat you.
There we go.
Finish it. Kill him now.
Huh?
No! Don't kill him! Please, lady, stop him!
No, Swift Runner. We will not kill him. If there is no room in our hearts for mercy, how may we expect there to be room in his?
Good.
I cannot do as you ask, Spirit. I am too old to know mercy. All I see are the faces of my children, my people. I cannot do it.
Nice. So going straight for Zathrian pushes him to surrender, and all the Sylvans just like fade away into obscurity as a result, which is hilarious. They're just like, we were summoned here, and now I don't know why we must retreat. See you later. Hasn't this gone on long enough, Zathrian?
Perhaps I have lived too long. This hatred in me is like an ancient, gnarled root. It has consumed my soul. What of you, spirit? You are bound to the curse just as I am. Do you not fear your end?
You are my maker, Zathrian. You gave me form and consciousness where none existed. I have known pain and love, hope and fear, all the joy that is life. Yet of all things I desire nothing more than an end. I beg you, Maker, put an end to me. We beg you, show mercy.
It's happening.
You shame me, spirit. I am an old man, alive long past his time.
Then you'll do it? You'll end the curse?
Yes, I think it is time. Let us put an end to it all.
Watch the werewolf curse. Watch the werewolf curse dissipate. And you will become a human trapped in a dog's body. Alright, he finally doesn't have the mark of weakness on him in certain scenes, so he's not glowing red. It is done. This is actually quite touching, seeing this as well. Like they have a genuine affection for her as they say their farewells. That's beautiful. He's still got the mark of weakness on. Yeah, look at this. The humans have been restored. It's cure time, baby.
It's over. She's gone, and we're human. I can scarcely believe it.
Nice. So what are you gonna do now?
We'll leave the forest, I suppose. Find other humans, see what's out there for us. It should be quite interesting, don't you think? Thank you. We'll never forget you.
See ya. And then they scurry off. Dude, okay. Well, yeah. Return to the elves and tell them of Zathrian's sacrifice. He has finally let go of his hatred. He ended the spell that bound the Lady of the Forest to Witherfang, and with that, ended his own life. The werewolf curse has been lifted off both the wolves and the elves. I think that's the misunderstanding part that I saw there. It's like the curse was on the elves, but the elves didn't become the werewolves. It's the humans that did. So there you go. I understand. I understand now. Okay, so Lair of the Werewolves has been completed. We can now head back. Yep. We can now head back. Zathrian has made his sacrifice. His body has ceased to exist. I don't think there's a lootable body here. So he's gone. Maybe I should have stolen from Zathrian while I had the chance. Alas, he is gone. We can return to the Dalish camp and be like, what's up? Your boy's gone. He has ended the curse. He was definitely noble in the sacrifice there. He chose to give up his life to save all of you, and now here's a treaty. Prepare to get blighted with me. And then that's all of the treaties done, which is great. Nice, we've filled in more of this gap on the map. It's feeling very fleshed out now, which is good.
It is done. Zathrian has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
Hey, did you know about his connection to the curse?
I suspected, but Zathrian did not like to talk about that. Nonetheless, the curse is over, and no one else will be subjected to it. It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Nice. Thank you, Lanaya.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
Oh yeah, it is done. Codex. Keeper Zathrian. So it'll be the update that says, as at the urging of the Lady of the Forest, Mapo persuaded Zathrian to give up his own life, returning the werewolves to their human forms and saving the elves who had been inflicted with the curse. Which means that elf guy, Kamen or whatever, can now go and hunt animals in the camp and win the heart of Gaino. And we didn't have to steal his girl. Witherfang is, according to Keeper Zathrian, a wolf. He is no ordinary wolf, however, a wolf possessed by a powerful spirit and the source of the werewolf curse that plagues the Brazilian forest. While Witherfang is hundreds of years old and very powerful in his own right, the only way to end his curse is to cut out his heart and bring it to Zathrian. It appears that Witherfang has two sides. One is the wolf, and but the other is the Lady of the Forest. There are two wolves inside you. Gentle and female. Witherfang is both beast and beauty, terrible and peace-loving. The lady has guided the werewolves of the Brazilian forest to come to peace with their nature as she has. So close to fulfilling our characters list. Nice. Can I open the chest now?
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline.
Can I steal?
May you forgive our part in this tragedy. Would our sons and daughters have died if not for our pride? Falandine, friend of the dead, may you guide our sons and daughters safely into the beyond. And most of all, he who hunts alone, the dread wolf. He will come for us in the end, but today he turned a blind eye, and for that we are thankful. For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore, the walkers of the lonely path, and never again shall we submit.
Hell yeah, Lanaya. Now what's in this chest? Oh, I can actually open it and get the songbook this time. Nice. I got it. I haven't... Yep, now I can actually have the songbook this time.
We are making arrangements to build equipment and gather as many of the Dalish together as we can.
You just had to obviously earn their trust first.
Now that the forest is clear, I am free to hunt a pelt of my own. Then Gaino will be mine.
There you go, bud. A man of you yet. And I don't have to steal your girl.
We owe you thanks for all you've done. Without you, our clan would be grieving the loss of many more hunters now.
Unfortunately, I don't have a survival skill enough to deal with this holler.
Come to check on my holla and I again, have you?
I'm still not able to do anything, I'm afraid. Not able to do anything. But I know what I can do. Is we can go and do our companion quests next time. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Dragon Age Origins. The Brazilian forest has been cleared, the curse lifted, and everybody grateful and ready to march to a new war against the Darkspawn. We will be checking out the companion quests for Ogren, for Ogren and for Liliana next time. And then I think we also need to figure out how we can get Zev's quest to happen as well. But we'll do some stuff in Denerim also, and who knows what'll be around the corner. We can have Wynn become an arcane warrior, which will be exciting. Actually, I'm looking forward to that. We can also give Morrigan. We can still continue to upgrade the lightning. But this would be very handy, wouldn't it? If we had... I kind of regret going into Force Field and a couple of other things. Because it would be... Morrigan's abilities are just so good. So Spell Shield is what it is, but it's like worth it to get to Dispel Magic. Anti-Magic Ward. Ward's an ally against all spells, but Anti-Magic Burst eliminates all dispellable magic effects in the area. So if there's a group paralysis, done. Mana Clash. The caster expels a large amount of mana in direct opposition to enemy spellcasters who are completely drained of mana and suffer spirit damage proportional to the amount of mana they lost. That's literally like a nuclear bomb for spellcasters. Crazy. Sacrifices personal mana to nullify the mana of enemies in the area. Ooh. That's also good against spellcasters, isn't it? Let's get Mana Drain. Actually, this tree might be even better than Dispelling Effects. Just straight up drain them of all that they are instead. Perfect. Next time we leave the forest, we'll embark on some companion quests and see where we go from there. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.